Yeah, uh, a video that isn't either 39 clues or actually a video coming out. Yeah, this is my junior year reflection, which, spoiler, is not going to be as positive as the other 2 years. Quite frankly, this year sucked. This year was ass. Um, it wasn't because of teachers. I had some amazing teachers this year. I loved my physics teacher, my Lang teacher. I loved my speech and philosophy teacher. I loved who I actually had in ninth grade. Who else did I have? Those were the four teachers that I had at the school. Because this year it was weird. Um, I had four classes in my main high school. I had one dual enrollment class where I was taking a class at a college, and not just any like commute. I was taking an extended distance math class at Georgia Tech, which, for those who don't know, is actually an extremely good school for like computer science and stuff, which I'm probably going to hopefully be going to. We'll see. And I also had an online class because my school decided to just completely. They didn't have enough comp sci teachers, or they didn't have. They couldn't find one. So the class that I wanted to take this year, they were not no longer offering, so I had to take it online. Overall, this year was not very good. It was way more stressful than previous years. For those going into junior year and senior year and thinking like, oh, let me do AP. Do not, and I emphasize, do not do four APs in a college class. Do not. I know I'm going to be a hypocrite because I'm doing almost the exact same thing next year. But next year, I will be taking hopefully only five classes a semester, and one of the APs is really easy. So it shouldn't be as stressful, and the dual enrollment class is at like a community college, so it shouldn't be too much harder. It just, oh my god. This year, I not only was it the four APs, I actually thought physics was decently easy and math oriented, so it wasn't too hard. Um, A push was just extremely time consuming. I had so many notes to write. AP Comp Sci just was a lot of work in terms of assignments to turn in, and then God, what was my other AP? I just have so hard to keep track of. In AP Lang, that thankfully wasn't too much, but there was still like reading to do. But the worst one by far was it was my college class. I ran out of math to take. Last year I took BC Calc, and this year I had to take linear algebra and multivariable calculus as a junior in high school. Which, you know what, good. I finished a college class that I will most likely be able to take credit for. But dear lord, it was the it was a chill class when you were in there because it was just watching lectures. But then when it came test time or quiz time, oh my god, the stress was on. Which I understand, it's a college class. But I have way, like, I'm under a heavier course load than I will be in college. And it's just, I am getting pounded by these classes. I was, oh god. Not to mention just personal things. I know for those of you who maybe just watch YouTube, you don't tune in on Twitch. Because I stream over on Twitch now. I got affiliated this year, which was one of the really cool things. I got affiliated on Twitch. I'm making the first money off of content creation that I've made in 3 years, because my 3 year anniversary of releasing my first YouTube video is, I think, already passed. I don't consider it my 3 year anniversary. I consider when I started taking YouTube more seriously my 3 year anniversary. But in terms of uploading videos, I've been here for 3 years now. But I I started going to therapy this year. I started questioning my gender this year. It I've had emotional breakdown after emotional breakdown in terms of stress, personal questioning, and it just has overall not been a good time. There has been some good things this year. I got I'm in a relationship now. I have a girlfriend. It's really cool. And we've been dating for I think almost 6 months at this point. It will be 6 months this the 20th, and which is really really cool. And as much as I hate to say, obviously this year was completely thrown out the window with a pandemic going on. In-person classes were canceled, everything was moved online. But if I'm going to be entirely honest, that was the thing that just saved me this year. I was burned out so hard where I just didn't want to do anything. I was done with school. I was just going until I could finish. And then the pandemic hit. Obviously, it is a bad thing. It it shouldn't happen, but because of it, my stress with school got cut tremendously. And it was just such a relief of just, I have these online classes now. It's a lot more chill. I don't have these constant assignments that I have to turn in. I don't have these constant quizzes, these tests that I have to worry about. And I can just sit back and relax for once. And it was good. I needed it. I needed it. I honestly needed it. And I started streaming again. I can't tell you how stressful this year was. But it's over now. I know junior year is supposed to be for the most part, the worst year. Senior year is supposed to be more chill as you're working your way to college with college applications, Common App, FAFSA, everything else, trying to get your final clubs. And I need to work on scouts in order to try to get Eagle because I've been in scouts for years since I was like 6 or something, and I'm 17 now, and I just need to finish it. But it wasn't a bad year because of teachers. It wasn't a bad year because the material. It was just everything lumped together with just the pressure of school and me trying to figure myself out in my private life. That was mainly it. I know I touched on it earlier, but I online I came out as trans and I'm still figuring my stuff out. I honestly am. I think I've been out to myself for like 11 months. I came out online around 6 months ago. Um, I think mainly 5. I think it was December, and it's gotten a lot better when I did online, but I'm still not out IRL. I don't want to be because it's just stressful and there's things I have to worry about. And I was I wasn't in a good place earlier this year. In all honesty, it was not fun. And the day before I the day before I came out, I had like I think I had a test the next day too, which didn't help. But I had like a 6 hour emotional breakdown. It was it wasn't fun. Um, I know I know once you push through it and it's like okay, I am uh who I want to be, but I'm stuck in that middle ground. And I wish I wasn't. There's I'm I'm basically just stuck right now. And it sucks. But just going on from that, hopefully next year will be a lot better. It's senior year. I'm gonna be applying to colleges. Hopefully, I get into some of them, and this is the next phase of my life. And I'm just at the waiting. I'm at the threshold. I think senior year is going to be less stressful in school aspects, but more stressful in other aspects. Um, but honestly, only time will tell, so I don't know. I hope it will be better than this year or this school year. I can only hope. Well, anyway, that about wraps it up. This school year had some highs, getting in a relationship, going to PAX, getting partnered on Twitch, actually putting out the first video in a while with the 39 clues video, which I worked so hard on. I was happy that I was finally able to get out, but I still have so much more to edit. But it, there was just school and personal and just. But next year will be better. I hope next year will be better. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to me ramble. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.